Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gurley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 2. Ready?
Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll run on 1st down. Baker. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cook running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
I got you, boy.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Gibson. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Zipper! Get it!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? 10-2 stop. X3. 218, jump. Two.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue draw quarter. Hard. Deep grip.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They run. It's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You played your game.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not
Playing
to
right now.
take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Protein spill.
Check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
On the ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the carry, it's Cook. Room here to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 41 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. Hey, Sam off.
Watch the run. They're running.
Big grip.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check.
go.
Check three.
They run, Cook, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready, set.
Mike's 47. It's just
Fair. Let go.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. A great angle right there. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They run it again with Cook. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Let him know.
Get it.
Back to throw. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Let's go. Let's go. Make him do something stupid.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Leo.
They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, lock it.
Lucky. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jets. Hit it.
Again, it's Cook. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
15 line.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
80 weapons.
It's our time.
5.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Just juking. My nigga get his shit.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Set the tone, defense. Set the
Hard. Get it.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
I know they won.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So, truth, there's no reason to lighten up now. Open those 4 yards right back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
I know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go. AT Gator. Get that one. Look, squeeze.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 1st down, Baker. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Gurley.
Let's go, boy.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Protein spills.
And another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Nigga, where the fight to get them inches, nigga, to get that nigga.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ready. Smooth. Line 54. Don't get nervous. 6-6. Pull it high. You got tight right there. Now. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. You're out. Switch gears. Go.
He's back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Come on, man. Let's go.
That's crazy.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak. Undercrunch.
Another carry now for Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here. Try to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Chopper!
Kill. Turn up.
Get it.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Come, baby. Switch.
80 weapon.
Check 99.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Baker, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
Should have threw it to Julio like I was supposed to.
Here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing. So now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Throw it to Julio like I'm
It's
supposed
great about
to,
watching him run,
man.
Charles. He doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd
Let's
down,
go.
it's Cook.
Big
And
stop.
they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there.
Hey, Sam off. Go. Fight.
On 4th down, Eason escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of
How do I get
locking
stuck
in
in
on
the
those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen.
He's just not blocking.
Hey, third
Like,
down
we're just not
situation.
blocking.
Big 3rd down alert. Lock in here. 4th down play. Make sure you focus just a
Like,
little
that's
bit
just what it
extra.
is, bro. Like,
It didn't pay
we're
off in
not
that
blocking.
situation.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd
Like,
and
literally
long.
at all. We just not blocking at all. We can't
And now
hold
we're
the
gonna
block.
get a timeout called by
How
the
y'all want me to
Redskin
do so? We can't
defense.
hold no block.
So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Go, set. 15.
Mm.
69. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Coleman. And
Literally,
he can
like,
only
y'all want me
manage
to
to
do
get this to
something,
the
but we can't hold no
45-yard
fucking
line.
block.
Well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Like, we could hold a block. What?
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Out there,
Hey,
ready for
Charlie.
this next drive, the Redskins offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points, win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got to step it up.
25. Hey! Big grip.
Looking to throw. Eason. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there in overtime. 58 yards. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And he got it. The kick is gone. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, It all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
Without all the major bullshit.
I'm proud of y'all, man.
We did right without all the...
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
trade,
find us on Twitter.
Fuck, I ain't got no running back with no trade.
NFL.
Fuck.
It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Oh, well.